Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Your lifestyle and money management go together. That's one thing. If whatever lifestyle you live, whatever social group you're in, you gotta make sure you can pay for it. Now, let's say your lifestyle is like going to some of those workshops that are more quote unquote new age workshops, or yoga workshop, or because you get that. Hey, that's a business. People be traveling to another country, something like a Costa Rica or out in the woods because they live a certain lifestyle. And they'll go to this, maybe a yoga workshop, like I said. Sometimes people just want to get in touch with nature. Workshops are a big business too. Just a real quick, like I said, different social groups will have different social needs. I know of some subcultures now, they do a lot of workshops. They do, especially, they will be put under the umbrella of New Age, but still, they still workshops. Okay. Let's say you go to workshops. You got money, you got to pay for it. Or say your lifestyle is being like a globetrotter, world traveler. And that's an old one. That's an old one. I remember my grandmother, rest her soul, used to be a world traveler and everything. Hey, that's why I thought she was rich. But here's the thing. You still got, I don't care what you do, you still got to have money. You still got to manage the money for it. That's why I say your lifestyle and money management go together. Like say you want to buy certain clothes or hit certain clubs or travel, go to workshops, whatever you want to do, whatever social group you in, you need to pay for it. Because somebody else, they already doing what I said during my last video. They providing a business. And trust me, some of those things be costing some money. Okay, do you have the money to go to those things? Are you managing your money so you can go to those workshops? You got to think about that. You got to think about that. It's like how you want to do some stuff and you don't have money. Because you got to manage your money. First and foremost, you got to manage where you live and everything. You got to have money for that. But let's be real. If you go into a workshops or anything, you might be somebody who got to eat a certain diet. You might be vegan or something. Okay, you're vegan. Do you have the money to pay for the stuff? It's not cheap right now. Right now, we would need more people who are going to be vegan for the stuff to do it. Or you want to buy natural hair stuff. Like I said, I gotta pay good money and stuff when I'm buying some of this stuff I use. Right? I gotta pay some money, so I still gotta manage the money. Okay. See, money management, you need it for life, period. But then if you got a certain lifestyle, most of the time they cost money. Unless you're in a lifestyle that's very minimalist, and they exist. Okay, you still gotta manage your money, because you still gotta live. Whatever, I don't care what it is. If it involves, unless your lifestyle involves living out in the woods or something, and you still probably need some money for that. You still need money to buy stuff, unless you just know how to just live off the land, which very few people do. You still need money for it. Look, it's very important. Like you gotta say, okay, you want to buy stuff, or you want to go on trips or whatever your lifestyle entails. You still gotta manage the money. Like I say, you still gotta pay the basics. You still gotta pay for your basics, which is like your living quarters, maybe a car, maybe not, but you still gotta pay for your living quarters. You still gotta eat. Shoot, and let's be real, eating is a lifestyle in itself. Like I said, I mentioned veganism, but somebody else could be part of their lifestyle. I'm seeing that like the whole barbecue circuit, that's considered a subculture now, at least under one list that I saw. Barbecue. People going to different barbecue events or something. Okay, that could be your lifestyle. You still got to pay for the food and gas and everything. I don't care what it is. They go together. You got to manage the money. You got to be able to travel. Like say if you are in a barbecue, you got a barbecue pit, all that stuff. Well, first you got to buy the equipment. You gotta buy the equipment. You gotta buy the food. You probably, if you're in these festivals and something, you probably gotta pay an entrance fee. All right, you still gotta manage your money. There's no ifs, ands, and buts around it. You have to manage your money. You have to manage it, which means you probably can't buy stuff willy-nilly. Indeed, I still say that's why many people are really poor. Like, and I've been saying this for a couple years. I need to say how you can get from minimum wage to 6 figures. I need to do an on-demand video on that because and I've said this several times, one of the reasons people are poor because as soon as they get their money, they spend it. You can start off minimum wage, especially with the minimum wages that they're raising in different states, and still live well. What makes people poor is they don't manage their money well. It's not that they're not getting the money, And a lot of times it's that they're getting plenty of money. In fact, I talked a couple weeks ago about living paycheck to paycheck. You got people making 6 figures living paycheck to paycheck. They're not managing their money well. I mean, I can understand somebody poor. I can understand that, even though I still say there's ways to get out of that. They might not have heard my video or talked to me. Yeah, trust me, I went from minimum wage to 6 figures. So, but here's the thing. They're not managing their money. See, money, understand something with money. Money is a tool. Don't think of it as just something to make. A lot of people see it as something to make. No, it's a tool. It's a tool for other stuff. It's a tool for you to live in a good place, to pay for, your car, whatever, to travel if you want, especially if that's part of your lifestyle. It's a tool. It's not something to make on its own, It's meant to be spent. Even when you put it in savings and everything, it's just you ain't spending it right there. If you keep it flowing and everything, it can help you to live as long as you keep it under control. You don't want to be in a position where you suffer, So like with your lifestyle, whatever it is, like if y'all know of a free lifestyle that you can live, you don't have to spend money, please put that in the description box. Please say, hey, this lifestyle, hey, Uncle Rom, this lifestyle, you don't have to spend money like that. But most of them you do. Most of them you do. And in order to have that lifestyle, to live that lifestyle, you got to manage your money because you still got to manage the basics. But like I say, if you're traveling, you eating certain foods, you part of like a subculture like the barbecue circuit and everything, you got to spend money, okay? And you got to manage that money. That's the key thing. That's the key thing that you want to do. You want to manage that money to the greatest extent possible, all right? So anyway, y'all have a good weekend. I'll see y'all next week. Y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.